What's up, guys? We got awesome pod coming down the line here.
Hey, Tony,
Mr. Ron, you there? What's up, buddy?
how's it going?
Sorry I was a couple minutes late. My little daughter Emily just put her for a nap, but I was holding her and walking her around for a minute,
Oh, you're fine.
until she went down. But guys, we got one of the coolest people in the lawn care community. We got him back on the podcast for the 16th time. No, that's not true. Hasn't been that many, but but it's great to have you back on. Um, Vice President of Echo North America, USA. Um, and yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. The expo is going to be a blast this year. Um, and yeah, tell people a little bit about your channel just for a second, where they can find your channel, and catch us up a little bit on your season. And I went ahead and did a little homework, wrote down the model numbers of the three different Echo battery backpacks. We're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about the new
Nice.
VRIDE LS that came out. Yeah, so tell people a little bit about your channel so you can get subscribed to that before we even get started.
Well, not a lot to say, I guess. It's just Greenscapes, Ohio, like everything else, and kind of showcase equipment and sometimes some other stuff, but we just have fun on there.
Oh, that's great. So, guys, be sure to hit subscribe on Greenscapes Ohio, the like, sub, notification button. Sorry about that. My daughter Willow, she was playing with this cup. If you heard that drop, if that distracted you, but I think she's good now. Willow, you're welcome to listen to these headphones, and it has a mic on it too. But but anyway, so yeah, let's get. You told me that you've been dealing with a lot of rain over the season,
Oh
or
boy, yeah.
especially in the first part. Has that kind of let up at all, or is that still like that, or what?
Yeah, so much rain. We're like, I forget what they said. I checked that Precip app. That's a thing there. If you haven't checked out this app called Precip, it's really awesome. I have no affiliation, but for like rainfall, for people that do what we do, it's really detailed and gives you like accurate totals of how much rain you've gotten. But we're way above where we were last year by a ton. It's been raining so much. This week was actually the first week of the season so far, and we got off to a really early start. We started April 1st this year, which is early for us, but it's just been rain constantly up until this past week. Now, we didn't get 5 full days in because of Memorial Day, but we still had 4 days of no rain in a row, which has been amazing.
So
I mean,
so
as
how
you
did
can,
that feel? How did that feel to get at least 4 days out there?
it's great. It was a welcome change. Things were so much easier. But I'll tell you what, the all the rain combined with the temperatures and stuff, it is really growing here. So
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So
But
that
no, it's great.
so that's really the first week where you've had like a clean weather week. You're saying this week, this
Oh,
last week,
100%. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
which that wasn't even a full week like you're saying, because I know at least a lot of my lawns, like the communities are like the gated communities are closed for contractors on any holiday day.
Sure.
Yeah, which and then I'm sure even where you live, and even ones that are not inside those communities, people are there grilling and stuff. I tend to want to skip
Oh,
that one,
yeah.
not do it for now. Um,
For sure, for sure.
but so I didn't. I don't know. We actually went to the beach for the weekend. We drove back because it was like a 4 hour drive. So I don't think I got anything done on Monday myself, which was fine. I ended up having to work till pretty good amount of the day yesterday, Saturday, but
I did too, actually. I did too.
yeah. Which I mean, that's fine. It's part of it sometimes. With
For
when you
sure.
have days like that and things. Um.
Yeah.
So, but also tell people. I know you've been in the Echo, uh, means business Echo. Um.
The UAG.
Yes, the UAG program. You've been doing that for a while, which is really really cool. I
Yeah,
really,
it's fun.
I personally really really like Echo products. I really do. I mean, and I think their new last few years, their battery line that's came out is really
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool. Um, that
Absolutely.
the trimmer, don't do you still use that every day? I know you were the
Yeah,
E-Force trimmer.
100%. I haven't used. This is the second year of strictly batteries, so it's been awesome. I have no regrets. I can't imagine going back. I mean, I still have plenty of them, but I just don't use them.
I gotcha. And I know that I'm guessing that because even when you get dumped on storms all the time, like because I know you got the
Yeah.
new blower in the battery blower, which is the DPB7700T, right? The
Yes. Yes.
770T, and that one is 36 newtons according to the website. You know that's going to be on full blast with turbo or whatever. But they also
Right.
that's like they have three battery backpack blowers according to the website. They have the DPB 5800T, the DPB
Yep.
5900T, and then the
Yep.
DPB 7700T, which is the one you have. But
Yeah.
the two other models looks like they're only 25 newtons.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The new one, the 7700T it's really awesome, Tony. I was super excited to get a hold of that one and give it a try. It's still not, it doesn't have the runtime yet that we need for like cleanups. It definitely has the power for
Right,
leaf cleanups
right.
for sure. But unfortunately the runtime is still going to be, now you could use it all day with, you know, if you had another set of batteries and a way to charge mobily, you'd be fine. But on one set of batteries, you're still going to get, you know, not quite that time you need, unless you're doing really small cleanups, I guess.
Right, right.
But I think that's going to change soon too. I think the batteries and this equipment is gonna get a lot better very quickly, and I think we're going to see a lot better runtime very soon.
I wonder what, um, just in general, if any new battery technology or models come out for this year's Equip Expo. Do you think anything will happen that soon, or you don't think so?
I don't think there'll be like groundbreaking battery technology that's ready to go out to the public by Equip this year. But I will say, since you mentioned Equip this year, Echo kind of had a kind of a quiet year last year. Not a lot of big groundbreaking things, but
Gotcha.
I can't say what. But this year is going to be, it's going to be pretty mind blowing. So there's going to be some cool stuff coming out at Equip this year. But I do think the battery is headed that way. The technology like Milwaukee has in those new batteries. What's that called again,
The
Tony?
Forge is just a tabless battery.
The tabless battery, yeah.
Yep.
So I do know that the companies are working on creating tabless batteries for their stuff as well. So I definitely see that coming. I don't think it'll be out by Equip's time, but it's definitely down the road for sure.
I gotcha. So you're saying you think Echo will have their version of that as well? If they do, that would be really good. You would really, really, really like using that. I mean, I really, really like the Forge batteries because you can drain them dead, throw them right on the charger, boom, 20 minutes they're back up, you know, and you're going again. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's really, really good. And you know, not only Milwaukee, but whoever has that technology, you know, like Ryobi has one that's tabless, and of course the Crest has kind of their version. I'm not
Yep.
sponsored by, you know, just for guys out there, I'm not actually sponsored by Milwaukee. All they've done is send me a couple things to try, you know, and that's it. And it's a very limited number of things. It's not a lot of things, a few
Yeah.
small things. But I like all the battery equipment. I really like the Echo line, and not even opposed to even trying some of it in the future. But
Yeah,
um,
I think if you do, you're gonna really like everything I've tried, and it's been almost everything at this point has just been great. I mean, really, really great.
and so the 7700T really is how you would say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I want to say 770, but it's 7700. But
Yeah, and that's kind of how they, you know, mimic the gas version, right? Like the 590 and the 770 and stuff like that.
so the 5800 looks like two batteries. The 5900
Yeah.
can have three batteries on there. And then
Hmm.
the one that you have, the 36 Newton, the batteries are covered, which I guess would be good, you know,
Yeah,
if it starts to rain or something. Um,
for sure.
and does that still take three batteries, the new one that you got?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, it does, and it can run on one, two, or three, but it does have spots for three. Yeah.
And so the cool thing about for guys out there listening, um, Ron, and tell me if this makes sense because you experience this too. But when you have, like, I have a Ryobi 40 volt 800 CFM handheld blower, and I use that a lot.
Yeah.
And what I find is when you have these battery blowers, and I have the new, or it's not new, but it's new to me. I ran up on a deal on the dual battery Milwaukee one, which basically makes it into 36 volts. Like
Sure.
you have to run two batteries at once. But anyway, it would be probably comparable to that 800 CFM 36 volt Ryobi one, is what I'm guessing. I haven't tested it yet. But
Mhm.
the thing that I think, like with this backpack being 36 newtons, and these battery ones that have a lot of power, what I found is that works really well is if they have a ton of power, you can use them at, let's say, half throttle, for
Yes.
blowing the grass clippings and stuff, and really get a lot of runtime. Whereas, just like a little single, like let's say the, you know, Milwaukee single battery blower from 5 years ago, you pretty much got to use that thing on full throttle. You know what I mean, in order to
Exactly.
get work done. Well, these new ones, like I'm guessing this backpack blower you have, it has such adequate enough power that you're not having to dump the power out of the cup of water as fast
Right.
because you can get it done with with pouring out less of it. Does that make sense? Do you think that makes sense to the to people out there?
Yeah, no, yeah, you hit the nail on the head for sure, Tony. That's exactly the case. It is, it does just generate so much power that you don't need to be at full throttle. Like even the other Echo, the DPB 2500, their handheld battery blower,
Yep,
it's
yep.
absolutely great. But most of the time, you're kind of on that turbo button, right, just to get that last little boost of power you need to keep it, to get that if the grass is a little wet or dewy, that kind of thing, just to get it stuck off the concrete. But not the case with the 7700, right? You can like throttle like a third of the way up and it's doing everything you need it to. And it really, I think from my testing, I guess I would say that using it that way, like kind of moderately, you get about an hour of runtime, and it'll do everything you need to. So when I'm mowing all day and I'm just blowing off sidewalks and a little bit out of the beds, blowing off the driveway, it really goes all day for me on one set of batteries, which is awesome. To have that kind of power and still be able to make it all day. So, but I'm not blowing a lot, right? I'm just cleaning up after I'm done mowing for the most part. So, but yeah, really impressed with it, and you're absolutely right. A little bit goes a long way with that one.
And that is so, guys out there, if you've tried a battery blower 5 years ago, that is something that definitely has changed. And you say, well, why would you need a 800 CFM battery handheld blower? That's kind of silly. And I would kind of think that too. But if you think about it, like we just talked about, you can get, like, I don't need, so I had the Echo 5810, which is like a mid-sized gas
Yeah,
backpack blower. Well,
yeah,
with these stronger battery blowers, I was able to sell off that mid-sized gas blower because, like you're saying, I still have a couple monster blowers for the leaf cleanups, but
right.
that kind of mid one, like the 5810, is not really a great, the gas one's not really a great leaf cleanup blower. It's kind of like the BR600. It's just kind of like
Yeah, it's the
it's
everyday use type
right.
thing.
It's very decent power, for your grass clippings and stuff. But
Yeah,
I feel like this year, as of getting that stronger battery blowers, I was able to officially replace the mid-size blower. Whereas even a couple years ago, running battery, you couldn't really do that, realistically. Whereas this year, I feel like it was the first year, as these battery blowers keep getting stronger and stronger, the first year I was really able to delete that mid-size gas blower. Is that your
yeah,
thoughts too as well?
yeah, for sure. I found the same thing. I was, I'm trying to do everything battery that I can, right? With the exception of the truck and the big mowers. Hopefully we'll get there, but yeah. So I've really gone to battery completely, but that was kind of the gap still, right? And I think a lot of people that have gone to battery have found that that's where, like, the hedge trimmers go all day. The trimmers, they work awesome. But the blower was really kind of the sticking point for a lot of people. The handhelds were okay, but they could have used a little bit more power. The battery didn't last long. This really fills that gap, for me at least, to get me, all the way battery to where I don't have to still have that gas blower with me just in case. So yeah, absolutely.
And the blowers like you're talking about, the one you have, the ones I have, and even guys out there, pick your brand. Let's say you want to get Ego, whatever it is. If you can get like above that, 600-700 CFM, like no gas handheld blower is going anywhere close to that. So,
Right.
um, yeah, I mean, I have a brand new Echo. I forget what. How am I forgetting what the model is? But it's just sitting on the shelf. It's been there for a long time. It's the 2520. That sounds right. PB 2520.
Yeah, the handheld one.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a great blower, but I
Sure.
definitely don't really have need for that.
Right.
Now I still have the Red Max EBZ 9000, which is like the 9010. When it comes
Yeah.
to piles of leaves, that's where the battery ones where it's still. I'm trying to figure that
Yeah.
out. Where it's still a little problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
Right.
but hopefully in the future, or if I get tons of batteries, or I don't know, I want to figure out how to go even during the winter running battery, because I want to edge out my competition a little doing that, noise wise, just because I'm just doing
Sure.
a lot of blowing during the winter. But still working
Yeah,
on that.
definitely.
Yeah, and guys, remember, Ron, do you have a code for the expo or do you not?
I do. Yeah, it's just greenscapes.
Okay, Greenscapes all caps. You can get
Yeah.
50% off
Yeah.
at Equip Expo. Uh, and then I always have my link down below too. Guys, don't pay full price to come, but
Right.
do come and test out some of this battery equipment for yourself. It's only what is it now? 4 months away or something?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah, we're getting
5, but
close. 5 months. Yeah.
yeah, which is crazy. So guys, the link for that will be down below. And it's gonna be an awesome year. Do you know, for guys out there listening, do you know what you're gonna do? Anything with the Echo booth or anything this year that you can say yet, or yes or no, or anything like that?
I don't know exactly what's planned yet. We had a meeting Thursday night. We kind of briefly talked about it, but I know there will be stuff planned. I know we're going to have that. At least I'm 99% sure we're going to have that big spot kind of right at the front door again, like we did
Okay.
last year. So
Yep.
that should be fun. But yeah, as far as what's going to be in there this year, I don't really know what the theme is going to be, but it'll be something fun for sure.
And so you're saying, and you hinted at it earlier, but you do think Echo will have some new equipment this year? You said the battery technology maybe doesn't come this year, but do they have other things that will be new, at least, or what do you think about that?
I do, yeah, I would say that they're definitely going to have some really cool stuff this year that I can't say anything about, unfortunately, yet. But yeah, it's going to be another great year of cool stuff coming out in the Echo booth. Whereas last year was kind of they were kind of in between big announcements, right? So there wasn't anything really groundbreaking. But I think they're back this year for sure.
Well, that's great, whether it be gas, battery, whatever. You're saying they
Sure.
will have some new stuff though, compared to what's currently sitting on the website right now.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You can say that much at least, right?
Yeah, sure. If you can see it on the website, yeah, there's definitely going to be some cool new stuff for sure. And
No,
and to be honest, Tony, I don't even know for the most part what's coming. I just know that we keep being told there's big things coming. Be ready for this year, and we're doing. So I'll probably know in August. We're going out again. Actually, I'm heading out next week to Lake Zurich to Echo, but we're going out in August for like a product launch to check out all the new stuff before Equip. So I'll definitely know more then, and I would assume that they're going to probably be putting stuff out around that time too. So we should know what to expect before we get there, but it sounds like some pretty good stuff.
so you're going out next week and then again in August. I mean, you're definitely getting high up in the company then. If you're going 2 times before then.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what, it's a great time, Tony. Like next week we'll go out, kind of meet up, have dinner, do that kind of thing, and then we're gonna break up into some small groups. And Echo's done a thing and obviously the goal is to create content, right, for their social medias and things like that. But what they're doing is they've taken some, passed it around at Echo, at the headquarters, and said, hey, does anybody have like a spot in their yard that needs redone or made over, something like that. So we're going to go out and basically go to a few homes of Echo employees and kind of do like a transformation at their place, try out some equipment, make some content and kind of work together at like other influencers and kind of like transform some people's properties. So it should be a good time.
So you're gonna go to some Echo employees' houses and break some of their windows with string trimmer rocks, right?
I hope not, but it could happen. You never know.
Like, yeah, this new Echo's got some power right through your front window.
Yeah, right.
No, but yeah. So how are you gonna? Well, but lawn transformations. I mean, even if you do the work right then, I mean, are they gonna like send video of it later, or do you go back to their house in August? Is that why you go back over there to like see, okay, before and after? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be able to see total before and after in one weekend unless you're just putting in plants, mulch, Some things, obviously, it looks good day one, but, lawn transformation, that takes time. You know what I'm saying? To fix the grass or whatever,
Yeah. So I guess lawn transformation isn't really the right word. Maybe like a landscape transformation, right? It's more of like, say someone's got a big bed in their backyard and it's just overgrown and the tree limbs are out of control and the bushes haven't been trimmed and there's weeds everywhere. We're kind of going to go in and trim up those trees, trim up those bushes, get rid of those weeds, edge everything out, put some fresh mulch down. So kind of just taking something that's not necessarily been cared for the best and maybe let go a little bit and just bringing it back to life.
That sounds really cool. So that's what
it's super fun.
So this trip, is it just about that, or are you gonna? So like, are they showing you any new products this trip, or is that one come in August?
I think that'll be August. August is more focused around it's more like a media day where they're going to announce new products, let us try them all out, things like that.
I gotcha. And this time you're just flying out to do some free lawn work for someone.
Yeah. We meet up and have dinner. Everybody hangs out. It's all the UAG members, most of them at least, and then some people from the company. It's a great time. We did it last year. It was really fun. So I'm looking forward to it. And we'll probably, we might get a little glimpse of some new stuff coming. They've teased us before with a few things, so it's possible for sure.
So how are you able to juggle that, like with all your rain and stuff and your actual real business?
So that part does get tough, Tony. It's gonna be, I think Thursday and Friday of next week, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, right? So I've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I worked a bunch yesterday to try to get a little bit ahead of next week. And then it's just going to be 3 long days to try to get everything done before I go. And then, I've got the accounts that can possibly wait till I get back on Saturday, that kind of thing.
Right,
the ones that, some commercial stuff that doesn't grow very much, things like that. So it should work out okay. Luckily, they never keep us there too long. So it's just like, the same thing we do when we go to equip, right? We just figure it out.
Right. Yeah, you have to just figure it out.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I know that it's hard for us to get to equip, but I feel like this time of year it's even harder, to slip away.
Yeah,
but
it is for sure. But luckily it's early June instead of like early May, which would have been even worse. But
right.
But no, it should work out okay. I think I'll be all right. It's worth it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I mean, most people, would love to get that opportunity, and guys out there, if you do get that opportunity, try to take advantage of it, because we want opportunities like this, and then when it actually comes, we're like, no, I can't do it, right?
Yeah, it's really great, Tony. Not just because like the equipment's obviously cool, we all love that, but the best part is just like it's like the best part of equip, right? We go to equip and we love seeing all the cool equipment and trying it out, but the best part is hanging out with your friends, and that's the same as this. You get to hang out with your peers in the industry. Everyone else there owns a business in the green industry, and a lot of the best times are just at dinner or at the end of the day when we're done working, or we're just back at the hotel hanging out, and we're talking about what do you use to process your credit cards, and how do you do this? What do you do in this situation? Like it's great to just pick the brains of all the other owners of these businesses, and you come home with like you're reinvigorated for the season, right? And you've got some new ideas that you want to try out. So the best part is really just networking with the other people in the group, and the equipment and the fun work and stuff like that. That's just a bonus.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's really fun. That sounds awesome. And then uh, also being a part of that program, you get into the expo even before the media pass. Like I'm not as special as you, so like I just have a regular media pass. If I get
Right.
approved for that this year, um, uh, I get in Wednesday at 9 or something like that. But you can go in there.
Yeah.
They actually Echo they bring you in before they even start setting up the booth. And like, hey Ron, what do you think about this? Should we like put it this way or should we do it this? Is that what they do?
No, no, they don't really consult me on things like that. But it is cool to get in there. I think I went in Tuesday last year and got to see like the transformation happen from an open giant building to all these cool displays and stuff. It's if you ever get the chance to go in on a Tuesday, you would not believe the difference from Tuesday to Wednesday if you've never seen it. It's absolutely unbelievable how much they get done.
And I think you for last year, you got a couple clips, and I put them up on my YouTube channel. It looked like I went in on Tuesday, but I did not. I'm not that
Well, I
special.
have
I
to get
haven't
some
had
more
that
this year.
chance yet. But so do you? But that is cool. So you're saying that they do a lot in one day, setting up before that. You're
Oh
saying,
yeah, yeah. When I went in on Tuesday, most of the booths they might have some of the bigger things there, but for the most part, it's just giant wooden crates and all kinds of displays that are just packaged up, and all the aisles that you walk through during Equip are just jam packed full of giant crates and packing material and cardboard boxes and like everyone in the whole place, all these booths just have their stuff. They're just out there trying to put it together. And some of these bigger ones, like, Echo obviously has a big booth. They have to build all those little rooms and all the stuff up in the air, and they got to put all that together. It's amazing. And there's so many people, right? There's all these people that are hired, like an outside company that the businesses hire to come in and build their booth for them. And there must be hundreds of people in there just working all day long. It's really pretty cool.
that is cool. That's really cool. And guys, if you've never been to Equip, this year's a good year to come to it. But like there is so many because all the brands will have all their decorations plus all their actual products plus like when you see the crates stacked out back, I can imagine that first day having all those in there. Just I mean that insane amount of items. If you think about how
Yeah.
many actual each item of each little item, probably a million items come in there into that
Oh yeah, for sure.
room. And so that must be a hot mess when it's all in there. Like, how do people? That'd be tough
Oh
keeping up
yeah.
with all your crates and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can't really walk through it all. It's like stepping over giant crates, walking over tools and ladders, and there's like bubble wrap and plastic, and it's an absolute mess. That's why I say you can't believe the difference, right? 24 hours, it's such an absolute mess, and then it's perfect, polished, ready to go the next day. It's a pretty incredible transformation, but it takes obviously so many people to get it done.
Because when the public walks in there on Wednesday, I say the public, but it's not even technically a public show. But it looks like um, each booth looks like it was perfectly put together in heaven for you right there. There's
Right.
not a speck of dirt on the ground. Like
Yeah.
everything is just right how it needs to be. But it took a lot of work to make it look like that.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. And maybe I'll try to focus more this year on showing that. I'll probably make a video of what it looks like on Tuesday, just so people can see it. It's really that last year was the first out of all the times I've been to Equip. That's the first time I was there and kind of saw it before it became what we see, when we go to the show. But man, it is really cool to. I guess it's kind of nerdy, but it's really cool to see. If you're a fan of the expo and everything, I think you'd enjoy getting a look at just how it comes together. It's wild. I would have never thought it was like that.
So if they already started setting up before you get there, you got to tell them to pack it all up
Yeah.
and take it out because
Right.
you want to set up a little camera like for time lapse or like when nothing's in there and like start. Wouldn't that be cool to like see like where it's just like an empty room and then you see them bringing stuff in and like building the booth like in one like
Yeah, that would
time
be
lapse like
awesome.
that. You know what I mean? That would be cool.
For sure. Maybe I'll try to see if I can do something like that. Maybe with the Echo booth or something. If I can get a camera up high enough to kind of look over the whole booth, that would be cool to see.
Well, you're part of that group too, and I'm sure they would like to have that content about their own booth.
Sure.
I think you could make that happen.
I probably could.
You probably could. I mean, you're pretty high up, now. You're
Right,
vice
right. The
president of
vice
Echo
president, sure.
USA. So do you? I remember I saw my friend Richie Plemons a couple years
Oh
ago.
yeah.
Um, well, I don't know exactly what years. It could have been 4 or 5 years ago, but he had this. He had the at the expo. His badge was black and gold, like platinum, and it said Echo Council member or something like that.
Yeah.
So I asked him. I was like, so it's like Donald Trump, and then you're like right underneath that, right? So is that? Do you have that? Do you have that?
Yeah, I do. I've got last year I think the media badge was like gold and the exhibitor badges, I think they were black last year. So
No, but this one was like special. I mean, it was like gold and black, and it was like um I don't know. It looked like it was like I don't know if Echo like had it specifically made. When I don't even know if he's part of the program now, but he had it. It was really cool. Like it was not. It didn't look like our normal badges that we get, where it's just one color is different on the little color part on the white part.
right,
No, like
right.
the whole badge was black with
Oh no.
gold letters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Richie must have got something special for that one. Oh, you know
Like
what?
it
It
was
might have
cool.
been Tony, it might have been the 50th anniversary where they had the special black and gold blowers. They had the
It could
black and
be. Could
gold
be.
signage. I bet that's what it was for.
Is Richie Plemons still in that program? I haven't talked to him in
No,
a long time.
he hasn't been for a few years now, but shout out to Richie Plemons. I saw he's got a nice mower for sale on Facebook right now for a pretty good deal. So
I know that he does like to swap mower brands around a lot.
yeah,
What it has seemed over the years, but
sure.
like he buys like two or three of like every brand he's had, from Bobcat to Toro to Ferris to um yeah. But anyway, I know that you're a SCAG fan. Did you see where I sent you the VRIDE LS? Did you see that?
I don't know if I saw you send it to me, but I am familiar with it. I have taken a look at it. It's definitely interesting. I've got some opinions, I suppose, but no, I missed if you sent it. I didn't see that, I
Well, that's
guess.
fine. I have not seen it. You actually seen it in person?
No, not in person. No. I just read about it, saw it online and stuff like that. I like the MSRP is amazing, right? That I think $6,300, I think, is where they're starting with that.
Yeah, I mean that.
And I think that's a 42 inch, I believe.
Right. It might even be smaller than that, the starting one, because I think they make them all the way down to like 32 or 36. For the gates.
See, I see. I thought they were just 42, 48, and 52. You might be right though. I know they've all got the Hero deck and the Briggs engine on there, which that kind of turns me off a little bit, but I understand for the pricing. And then the Hydro Gear 3100s on there, which I would have loved to have seen like 3400s possibly, but again, I understand they're trying to hit a price point. So
Yeah. Well, I just think it's cool because you have the Freedom Z, right? And
I've
then
got the SCAG I have is a Patriot.
okay, Patriot. Yes. So that's which is it's kind of like so that's right above the Freedom Z. Um, but like I do think it's cool that SCAG made kind of a lighter weight, sort of residential, sort of stand on mower.
Yeah.
I think that is really cool. It's a really good idea. There's only a couple brands in the market that have them. Um,
Yeah, and that hustler that you had, the
yeah, I still
surfer.
have it.
Yeah.
So I pulled it up right now on the SCAG website, SCAG V-Ride LS. It looks like they have it in the 36 is the smallest. They have it in the FS
Okay.
600, the Briggs and Stratton CXI. Um, those are the two engine options for the 36. But they have it all the way up to 52, and you can get it, with the Kawasaki. Like on the 52, you can get the FS 651 or the Briggs and Stratton CSI on the
Okay, that's
52.
cool. I didn't realize the Kawasaki was an option. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can get it. It looks like the MSRP like you're saying, the cheapest one is the 36 with the Briggs, like you said, 62.99.
Yeah.
Which I mean, some dealers, especially if it gets towards the end of the year or something, some of you guys might could even get one a little less than that. It's MSRP. You know what I mean? Um,
Sure.
but so even like the 48 or the 52, I mean, I that is cool. And let's look at wonder what the weight would be. Product dimensions here. So it looks like 730 pounds for the 42, 750 pounds for the 48, or 756. So I don't know. That's not super light, but I guess that's pretty good. But I think this is cool uh, because the Hero deck does work good for what it is. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Sure.
homeowner
Yeah.
mowers. I mean, it's a beast of um, and it's basically like the same sort of design. It looks like of the full blown VRIDE. So I think that's cool as well. Like just the way the
Yeah.
deck,
Really similar.
yeah, the deck lift and all the things like that. Um, so yeah, I think this is a cool mower. I mean, it's so they basically have the deck that would come on the Liberty Z, Freedom, uh, the Patriot. Does I should know this. I've owned a Patriot 61. Does it have? I think it has the Hero deck as well, right?
It does. Yep.
Okay, so all those would have the same. And so this is, you know, you take that deck kind of with a lighter frame and stuff, and you transform it to a stand-on mower. I mean, that makes total sense. They already have this deck and everything. Um,
Right.
and yeah, I think it's cool. Um, I just I kind of wish it was slightly lighter weight than that. Since it is
Sure.
you know, you're gonna give up some other things since it's a homeowner mower. I'd like it to be very light. That's my Hustler only 450 pounds. Um,
Right. Yeah. Much later.
so that's it's almost half of what this is. So that's sort of a downside to this. But this would go a little faster. It's got a little better hydros, which mine has the Kawasaki engine, so that would be similar. But uh, yeah, I do think it's cool. Is that Are you still running that setup right now? Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the
I've
SCAG
got.
setup,
I've
the Patriot and stuff?
most always. Yeah. I really like that one. I still got two right standers and that X Mark. I forget what model that is. Radius. I think I've got one of
Yep.
those still, but it
Okay.
kind of sits around. But yeah, I probably should get rid of some of those, to be honest. They just kind of sit around collecting dust. But no, I think the SCAG is I'm excited to see this. This kind of mower coming to the market. It kind of reminds me of like the Bad Boy Revolt, as far as
Yep.
like
Yep.
the transaxles and the engine options, and then the price, right? The weight is kind of up there a little bit still, but it's kind of there's a lot of guys that run mowers that aren't necessarily meant for like the top of the line commercial mower. A lot of guys are going to these more residentially leaning mowers just due to the price, right? I mean, this thing
Right.
is
Right.
getting close to half the price of a more heavy duty commercial mower, and depending on how much you use it, as long as you take care of it and things, it's going to last you a good long time. Now, if you're doing 12 hours a day 6 days a week, it might not be my choice, but if you need something to help out on a few lawns, and it's the price is definitely there, it's certainly worth giving it a shot, I think.
And I think the if you're solo or not obviously makes a big difference. This thing will last you a long time if it's only you, the owner, running it. If you
Right, you take care of it, sure.
Right, you send it out bouncing around on a trailer with crews and employees. That's where it could be a problem.
For
Um,
sure.
but yeah, I mean, like you're saying, compared to if you compare it to the full blown V ride, what do they call that one? Like the LX or something like that.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I bet you it's double what this is, the price. I'll pull it up right now. I'm on the website. Oh boy, how am
Yeah,
I not there?
yeah, the XL. Yeah, so you're looking at for a 52-inch XL with a Kawasaki engine, you're almost 16,000. So you're more than double the price,
Oh
depending on the
wow,
size you get, I guess.
yeah,
Okay, so 15.4 it looks like
yeah,
for
that
the
is. That's what it
PC.
says. Yeah. So it's literally double, which is crazy that nowadays, I mean, a residential mower would be $7,000. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know,
It is.
10 years ago, 10 years ago, we were buying the full-blown commercial ones for 7,500.
Yeah,
Um,
you bet.
People were buying the, whatever SCAG VRIDEs and stuff back then for, 7, 8,000 like new, you know what
Sure.
I mean? uh
Yeah, those days are long gone, unfortunately.
I mean, it
It
wasn't
seems like
the
everything costs so much more now.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't the XL or whatever it is, but the current
Right.
the current full blown V ride they had, people were paying those kind of numbers for it. So that's kind of crazy that it's
Oh yeah.
literally like almost double or pretty much, well, not almost double. I mean, actually double compared to what they were.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, for sure. And then I mean, still a regular V Ride 2 in a 52 is like, 12,000.
yeah, wow, yeah, and then so guys starting out. I mean, if you're starting out, I still would not be opposed to buying something used when you're starting out because you don't have a lot of lawns anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
maybe bring a friend with you that kind of knows a little bit about mowers and stuff if you can. Um, and make sure when you test it, like you try it at every height, to make sure, pulleys and stuff are okay. Like,
Right.
because the blades might turn on, it might sound fine, like with the deck all the way up, and then when you actually go down to mow height, if you didn't check that, sometimes there might be something screwy. I mean, I've had all these things happen when I buy used mowers where people had stuff,
Same. Same.
like it was. I mean, they said it was great, but when you actually put it to real testing, it was not. But
Yeah. I like to try them out, and then my favorite thing that seems to be pretty telling is like find a slight hill and turn up a hill. It really tells you if there's any weakness in the hydraulic system, your pumps or anything like that, wheel motors. Just turning upward on a hill, you get that whine, or it's real sluggish, or kind of shakes a little bit. It tells you a lot about your hydraulic system.
that is a great tip to try to put them under a little bit of strain because
Yeah, yeah,
those hydros are kind of like the main thing that you're trying to kind of figure out when you go to look at a used
exactly.
mower because those
Yep.
two hydros are cost more than replacing the engine. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, no
um,
doubt, for sure.
so that is kind of the most important thing. Now, sometimes if the hydro belt is just old, it will slip and
Sure.
you will think that, oh man, this hydro system is like done, but sometimes you might just have a chunk out of that belt or it's just stretched or whatever.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
hydro belt, you don't even see it. Most of the time it's kind of small, it's up in there, hard to change, but that
Yeah.
is something that because I've had sometimes people will sell their mowers thinking the hydros are going out and they need to replace that hydro belt.
I
So,
know. And somebody gets a great deal.
yeah. um,
For sure.
yeah. So are you going to the Paul Bunyan show this year too?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I never miss that. I think it's been like probably 15 years or so. I've made it every year.
Oh
So yeah,
wow.
I'll definitely be there. That's actually it's usually like 2.5 weeks before Equip, so it's early October.
Oh, so it's pretty close to equip time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I definitely look forward to seeing you at equip and hopefully for both of us it's going to be a great week. Well, it'll be a great week if we make it a great week.
Oh,
Grass is
definitely. I think it's going to be the best one yet this year with the plans we have for this year. I think it's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I was meaning like even just like mowing this week. I mean, I'm looking out my window. My
Oh, sure.
grass is growing like crazy. I mean, I mowed it already this week, but it looks like because we've been getting the weather like you've been getting like every other day. Boom, thunderstorm washout. Every other day at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and so I mean, my house yard. I mean, you could definitely mow it twice a week, kind of thing. um,
Oh, for sure. For sure.
um, which I'm not going to go out and mow my customers more than once a week, but I mean, you probably could if you wanted to keep them really like, at the where they're supposed to be. But yes, I was just saying, both of us, me and you, tomorrow, hopefully we get a good week started out there. Um, and we may run into some rain and stuff, but we'll have to deal with that. But yes, Expo, I think it is going to be the best one yet. You think so as well?
Yeah, it's every year seems to blow away the year before. It just keeps getting better each time. And then I think with us kind of getting a house and staying in one spot this year is going to make things a lot more fun. And yeah, I'm
Oh
just really
yeah,
looking forward to
yeah. I'll remind me. I need to definitely bring some chili cheese Fritos with me when we come. So
it. For sure.
yeah. Um, well, yeah. So what are some things coming up like on your YouTube channel? Are you gonna get some footage out there at Echo,
Yeah,
or do
yeah,
you have to like
definitely.
wait on that, or like how does that work?
No, I'll be able to, and I mean they like it, right? So anything I can get, as long as I'm not giving away any kind of like trade secrets or
Right.
anything, which I don't think there'll be anything to worry about. But no, I'll definitely have some stuff. Hopefully, I'm hoping after the first day, I can maybe put something together in the hotel that night while I'm hanging out, and maybe get something uploaded while I'm there. So probably I would say by early next week, there should be something from there. And I'd love to do like a before and after of what we start with and how it ends up afterwards. I think it'd be cool for people to see.
Yeah. So guys, I'm just trying to think for guys to be, tune in for that because that could be really cool. I'm interested of what's coming down with Echo as well. You never know, and hopefully, just from all the brands, hopefully we see a lot of new stuff this year. Hopefully we see some more. I would like to see battery technology even more advancement. You know what I mean? And probably both of us. That would be something I would like. Definitely would be interested in.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
Because man, think about it. In the next few years, if they just have like a battery you could charge and run it all day, I mean, they wouldn't. I know that would be hard for them because if they have something like that, like they're not going to sell any more gas blowers. You know what I mean? If that
Right,
actually comes
right.
like that,
Well,
like
I think we're probably a ways out though. There's still, I talk to so many people all the time about how great this battery equipment is and how I only use that. I don't mess with the gas at all anymore. It's so much easier on my shoulder, so much easier for maintenance. But so many people are still so anti change or trying it, right? Oh, I'm not never touching that stuff, gas only kind of thing. So I think there'll always be a market for the guy that just doesn't want to give it a shot, at least for a long time still.
right. I agree. I agree. Yeah, and I guess you know it is. It's just change. It's something different. And that's what just all of us as humans we tend to have a hard time with change in general.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
And even me, I mean, I'll admit that too. I mean, I like, it's hard. If someone said, hey, next year, you gotta sell everything, move to a new state, and start all over, I'd be like, whoa. um,
Yeah, no kidding.
it would, change can be hard, but the thing is everything else in life keeps on moving forward. And so if we don't make some slight changes, then um, we're disadvantaging ourselves. Just like if we never raise our prices, 20 years ago, if we still are charging exact same price because we don't want to have that uncomfortable conversation with our customer, well, guess what? We're
Yeah.
making way less money than we were 20 years ago.
Oh,
So,
we're making if we haven't updated our prices in the last couple of years, we're making way less money with, everything from obviously fuel to insurance to the cost of any kind of fertilizers and stuff being up like 30-50%. Everything is so much more expensive that if you're not making those adjustments, you're definitely getting left behind for sure.
yeah. And so I think all those, as equipment advances and things like that, I think we need to take advantage of those things that can make things easier for ourselves. Even like our friend Evan been trying to trim on a Segway, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Anything we can do
Yeah.
to like, save steps, save effort, make things better for the customer. Battery equipment makes things quieter for customer, makes things less vibration for us, quieter for us. All that I think is we need to take advantage of those things. Um,
Absolutely.
Now, in a sensible way. I'm not one of these guys that telling you, oh, you need to go out and spend 13 grand on a Crest backpack blower. I'm not saying that. Um, I'm not one of those guys that's saying that because that would be hypocritical. I'm not going to do that in my business. I'm telling you guys
Right.
out there, slowly. If you're buying a new mower and they have the Echo E-Force handheld blower that is only $100 with the purchase of your zero turn, definitely consider it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just kind of dip your toe into it.
For
Um,
sure. Absolutely.
yeah. And
But that's why equip is so important, right? For people
right.
to actually get out there and try this stuff without having to buy it. See if you like it, and go from there. That's really awesome. Everybody, if you're able to make it, it's definitely worth going to. It's such a good time, and you really gain a lot from it.
Oh, I agree. I think this year's, you know, I think with challenges that arise, I think that might be a good year to come. That things, in our economy or whatever can be tricky here or there. It's probably a
Sure,
good year for guys to come and ask Ron, "Hey, how are you handling this, right? How are you
definitely.
handling these things that are coming at you?" So guys, it's 5 months away. You can go away. You can slip out, even if you just went for Thursday. You can go for 1 day or 2 days in the fall. I know you can. Leaves are going to fall fast, whether we're here or not.
Yep.
And I get that. And it is crazy, like probably you and all, because I'm 8 hour drive. So I'm going, staying up night and day, talking, chatting, laughing with all you guys and having a great time and all that. And then I get back, sleep for a few hours, boom, and I'm up, in the weekend trying to catch up on a few lawns. And, I'm doing that
Yes.
probably just like all of us, but I still think it's worth it. Once a year, go out and do that. Or unless you're Ron and you're vice president, you're flying around on PJs to
Right.
different,
Right.
private jets. You're flying around on PJs to different things you got to hit up. But even if you guys, if guys can only come to one event per year, I think they should come to the Equip Expo. I mean, that's pretty much my boat right now with all the kids and whatnot that I have. I can't just like take every
Yeah.
offer or opportunity of event to go to, even though I would like to. But I want to make Equip happen regardless. And so,
Yeah. And there's a lot more to it than just seeing the equipment, right? And for the guys that are like, oh, I can't get away, I can't afford it, this and that. I really would throw that back at you and say, you almost can't afford not to. There's never been a year that I took the time off and went down to equip and didn't come back with something that really made a huge impact on my business. Yeah, it cost a little bit of money to go down there, but the things that I learned just by talking to other people and some changes that I've implemented from other people's advice has saved me way more than I've ever spent going down there.
and guys, if you use Ron's code, I mean, the tickets are, I think after May 31st, I think it goes from $25 to $30, and then you get half off that. So
Yeah.
I think that's correct. I know they pressure people to, go by May 31st or whatever, which is today. But I think it only would climb up, a couple more dollars. So still, if you think about for $15, I mean, if you um get one of those hats that they hand out to everyone, if you take one of those hats, that's your $15 right there,
Right,
Because
right, right.
if you buy any kind of if you buy a blank baseball hat at Walmart, you're going to spend just about that much, you know what I
Sure,
mean? Yeah.
sure.
Um, so if you think about it, it doesn't really like it. Me and my family, we went to the beach for a weekend. We can drop 1,000, 1,500 easy. You go for a few days, you're renting somewhere that's expensive because it's by the beach, and yada
Yeah,
yada. Um, but the Equip Expo, it's $15 for that for guys out there. And then if you do exactly what me and Ron did, if you have a friend coming with you, you split an Airbnb. It's during the middle of the week. Stuff's not in huge demand. If you split Airbnb and then $15 for the expo, and the whole thing's a write-off, so that's obviously different.
right.
That's different than when I go to the beach too, because it's a tax write-off. Plus, you're learning for your business. So me and you, Ron, I don't even view it as it really costs me money. It doesn't actually really cost me money. I
No.
probably am netting. I'm netting better even that I do go. Does that make sense? Um,
Yeah, 100%. Not just financially, but just overall. It's definitely enriching and for sure something great. And like you said, the Airbnbs and stuff, I think the key is get on it early, right? It's 5 months and you've already found a house and everything got it ready. Like that
yeah,
you're much better off to as soon as you can, as early as possible. Get in there. You're gonna get a better rate for sure than as you get closer to the event.
yeah, I agree. So guys, come hang out with us, get encouraged. I think my dad's coming. There'll be
Oh,
um,
nice.
uh, I was talking to him about that the other day, but there'll be so many people coming. Even, shout out to Red Rock Maintenance, my friend Scotty from Canada. He's coming. He comes every time. He puts out a lot of effort. He's got to like go through the border, crossover stuff, and
Sure.
it's a whole ordeal, and it's still worth it for him. And so that's crazy. So guys out there, if you're in the U.S. and you live 4 hour drive away, like you don't really have excuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, so anything else you want to leave the guys with, so you can let you enjoy the rest of your Sunday and stuff?
No, but I'm just glad you called and we got to do this. It's been a while, so always happy to jump on here. And now I have a podcast to listen to start off my day tomorrow.
Oh, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same thing. I mean, Evan and Gregor. I mean, that is tough to do that every single day, and like,
I can't even imagine
yeah,
doing that like they do.
to do, and also they're having to like, if they're doing it for 7 to 8, so they have to like start your lawns later because you're doing
Yeah,
that. Like that's a lot of dedication. So I applaud them for that.
absolutely. For
Um,
sure.
because even though even if they're done at 8, well, I mean, they're not mowing at 8:05. Then they still got to load up stuff, and they still got just
Yeah,
how it goes, and they got to fuel up and go in traffic, and I mean, so it prolongs the day. I'm sure there's no way it doesn't. I mean, I don't know, but so I mean, they're putting a lot of dedication into that. So guys, check them out too. Our friend Andy, the Lawn
absolutely.
Hustle, Aaron Sutter, Mowing in the Dark. Oh man, I'm definitely leaving out a whole bunch, but let's yeah, hopefully all the guys will have some good podcasts ready for tomorrow. Behind the Stripe, that one's been great lately.
Yeah, check that one out. It is pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot more, but yeah. So Ron, are you gonna listen to? Because I always listen to mine back and see how good or bad I was. But
Yeah, yeah, of
um,
course.
yeah,
It's a little cringy, I think, listening to myself over again, but yeah, I definitely will. I mean, what else am I doing? I'm mean, sitting on the mower all day, so for sure.
right. So also, guys out there for the expo, I've been putting in the work, and so I've been working on the mullet. So it's not.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Um, so I don't know what you call it, but like uh, it's kind of like down the middle. Like I did it to my son too. Like it's not, like the sides are shaved, and it's just like it is a mullet, but it's like maybe like the center 4 inches of my head or 3 inches or whatever. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, sure.
so that's how I'm kind of getting away with it, because like if you
Because you
have a
can't see
hat
it
on,
on the
right? If you have a
sides.
hat on when I'm out there mowing and stuff, you can't really tell,
Sure.
because the sides still kind of look clean, but the back, try to have it, flowing and beautiful by the time we get to the expo.
Oh, that's so funny. I absolutely love it.
So I expect you to. I mean, a couple years ago, I mean, you had the full blown like
Oh yeah,
yours
the
was
rock
like,
star.
yeah, you were like, you look like you're on the magazine, from the '80s, bands that they had back then. Like you did
Right.
the whole thing. So are you gonna do that again or no?
You know what? I don't. I'm definitely not doing that again. That was something I always wanted to kind of try, and it's yeah. I'm over it. So I may try to join you with a mullet just for fun, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. It takes a lot of courage to walk around because that doesn't happen overnight, right? That ridiculous hairstyle I showed up with was like
that
from
took some
one
dedication.
from one equip all the way to the next equip to do it. So there were a lot of months where I was just walking around looking like an idiot to people, but it is what it is, I guess.
Well, I mean, mine still kind of looks like, I guess what is it, like the Mohawk mullet, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You see a pretty good amount of people with that nowadays, but yeah,
sure.
I just thought it'd be fun, and my son River he was like, yeah, I'll do that, and so I was like, well, it's just a good
That's
excuse, I'll do it
awesome.
with him, but yeah, so that'll be
Right?
cool. It takes a long time though, like it's still not. I mean, I started that like many months ago, and it's still not. I mean, it's probably only like an inch or two longer than what it was in the back. Like it takes a long time. Um,
Yeah,
it
that's
just
a lot of dedication.
right. So yeah, I don't know how you got yours down like 10 inches or like that, like you had. So if you show up this time, you got like the man bun, like that'll be really cool, you know?
No,
You know?
that's probably not going to happen. But I mean, who knows? Never say never, right? But
Yeah, I can see
oh,
it. You
that's
got like the
funny.
Echo hat, and you just have it like sticking out of the part, you know, like where you do the adjustment on the back, sticking out of the
Right.
hole, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
they'll
probably not doing that one.
they'll definitely upgrade you to council vice president if you can get that going
Oh
for
yeah, I
for
might get the
sure.
cool black and gold badge then.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
but I mean that one Richie had like it was not white, like it looked nothing like the other badges. Like it was like he went to Candyland and had this special one. Like it was black and shiny gold, no white, nothing on it. You know, on the
Wow.
little badge. It was and it said
That's
Echo, like you know, Quip Expo or whatever it was. I don't think it was GIE then. I think it was already Quip Expo. But it looked really cool though, like wearing it. So you
I'm
gotta
gonna have to ask about that.
yeah. Well, I guess if you have the access, even if it isn't platinum, you know, it's fine.
Right, right.
But yeah, so you know, definitely looking forward to all that. It's going to be a great time. Still got to, you know, you still got to nail down or let me know when you have like official times, which hopefully I'll be able to get on here before that. You know, tell people what's going on in the Echo booth and this and that.
Yeah,
Still,
definitely I will.
yeah, there's still a long time between now and then, um, but even tomorrow, I think you know, for all of us out there that if you're listening to this right now, let's try to just enjoy our day. You know, even if it's raining, even if we you know get flat tire or these things that definitely may happen. Um, you know, let's try to enjoy it because at the end of the day, you know, we're not working in a coal mine. We're not doing something you know mindless in a factory, which I'll do that if I need to do that. But um, even on our worst day in lawn care, compared to some people, is still is very good. You know, um,
Absolutely.
we're able to go
Absolutely.
out there and do what we want when we want. You know, yes, there are some annoying customers and stuff, but at the end of the day, we know that you know we still get to call the shots if we want to. You know, take a water break in the truck while it's pouring down rain. We can do that. You know, you know, so that the freedom that we have, I think it can be easy for all of us out there to forget how nice that is. And then I've never even had a real job, but I know if we were to you know, get a real job, I think we would quickly realize that, oh man, it was really nice how we had it out there in our lawn business where we, you know, do what we want when we want, you know. Um,
For sure. Absolutely.
and so, guys, we got to remember that because yes, there are some hard parts, but we got to also remember the other part where, you know, if we need to take half a day off, we can, you know. Like even if you know if one of my kids needs to go to the doctor or something, I just quit and go to the doctor with them. You know if I want to.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously that doesn't just go away. You know the work. You know we have to figure it out, have to fit it in somewhere. But I'm still able to do it. You know some jobs that I have, I literally couldn't do that. You know, um,
Right.
because you know if I'm supposed to be there for that minutes, it wouldn't matter. So we got to remember all those positive things, and that way when we get rained out and stuff, it won't doesn't seem as bad because we know that it could be so much worse in other areas. And so, guys out there, if you listen to this, even if you get in a flat tire or something's blowing out in your mower belt, or even something worse, even something happened to the truck or whatever, let's try to keep our head up. Contact me, contact Ron. You know, leave a comment on his YouTube channel. I'm sure he has his email and stuff on the YouTube channel. You know, if you want to reach out to
Yeah,
him.
definitely. For
Um,
sure.
because we're in this together with you guys out there listening. You know, Ron is in this together just like me. Like you're not in a corporate office and sending out 15 trucks. I mean, you're out actually mowing and doing this stuff. You know, so um,
Absolutely.
yeah. So we're right alongside with you guys. We have real businesses. Me and Ron, like it's not fake. I wish it was fake, but it is not fake.
Yeah, no, unfortunately,
I
it's
wish,
not.
yeah, I wish I could just like come on here and chat with you and do that a few times more with some other guys and just get paid a lot of money to do that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't. I know you know, you make a few dollars maybe on your YouTube channel. I do the same thing, but
Mhm.
I don't know. It's nice to have those few extra drops in the bucket, but it's just it is what it is, you know. um,
Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, you make a little bit of money, but it's nothing to. You're not quitting your job over it for
oh
sure.
no.
But it's the relationships that you build through it,
Right.
right? And
Right.
having interacting with the other guys and stuff. That's what makes it worth it at the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the day, the reason why we're on here doing this is number one, I wanted to talk to you anyway, just because I haven't talked to you in a few weeks. Number two,
Right.
we can encourage guys out there that are, you know, dealing with that hard lawn care day or going out there after their other job, you know, and trying to get that last 15 minutes of daylight in, you know, the hustle, you know, and
Yeah, yeah,
hopefully,
and it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to always be so serious, right? You're
right,
That's why, like, your message now, it's so positive and uplifting for people. You don't have to focus on the negativity, and sometimes your podcast might be about, you're just making a run to the dump, or you're asking what our favorite sandwich is. But those are fun, happy, positive things. It's always a good time.
yeah, and I want to do that because I just know in my life, like, I don't want to listen to SOPs and stuff like every single day. Yes, that stuff is important,
Yeah,
and probably that's my immaturity that I probably should listen to business podcasts about systems every day. I probably should listen to that because I probably don't have that much good systems, you know. But but at the same
yeah,
time, like if I'm just being honest, my main goal and your main goal as we build the community and make difference in people's lives and other lawn guys out there. Hopefully, we can encourage the next guy that's just like us. Maybe even someone that is above me in my business or below me or whatever. Hopefully, we can come alongside them and have some fun and encourage them. And yes, we'll tighten up on our numbers and stuff along the way. That is important, but you know, if I just said I'm just gonna, if this is just gonna all be strictly business, I don't know. I'm not fully interested in that. You know what I'm saying? Um,
yeah, for sure. There's a time and a place. That stuff is important too, but just try not to take yourself so seriously, right? Have a
right.
good time.
Yeah, I'm a guy out here cutting grass. At the end of the day, that's what it
Yeah.
is, right? Um,
Right.
and that is good. That's you know, we don't have the stresses of if we were performing heart surgery, I mean, it has to be perfect or someone's going to die,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that is thankfully, ours is not that crucial. Worst that can happen, we break a window or something happen, our truck gets smashed or something. I mean, bad things can happen, but thankfully, I'm glad that we have it's mostly just grass and bushes that can be replaced. Even if we mess up something, it's not the end of the world. We might have to eat some profit on something, even if we really booger up something. But at the end of the day, it's going to be fine. So that is another great thing about what we do.
For
Um,
sure.
yeah. So guys out there listening, I hope you're encouraged with this. I so appreciate Mr. Ron's friendship. I mean, there's hundreds of guys in this community that are just super, super awesome guys. And 90% of them we gather up at the expo. So I want you to be a part of that as well. And much more to come
Nice.
about that. Thank you, Mr. Ron, for taking some of your Sunday to do this. Um,
Oh, thanks for having me, Tony. It's always so much fun.
yeah. And I'll be thinking about you while I'm out there mowing too. I know you'll be out there with the Chevy and the SCAG Patriot going after it. Um, you know, and so that's really really cool. If you still have
Yeah.
a picture of your setup, send that to me and I'll put it down in the Google Photos link because guys look at that because I can see where when people like press that link, it like shows to me like, hey, it doesn't show me all their info, but it says, hey, first name of person, looked at these pictures. So like people
Oh, that's
actually
cool.
they do use that. You know what I mean? So if you send me a picture of your setup, that'd be cool. I'll drop it down there just so guys, because when we talk about, hey, you're out mowing, yada yada, but then if they can actually see your truck and trailer, like that is cool. Um,
Right.
and even if you don't have it, like even if you wanted to just take a random picture tomorrow, I can add it in later if you don't have one handy right now. But I'm gonna upload this right now, so it'll be ready for the morning. So,
Nice.
all right, bud. Well, let's
Cool.
catch up soon. We didn't even, I hope I didn't bulldoze over you too much. I feel like I talked a lot during this
No,
myself.
it was perfect. It was great. It's always a good time. Whatever, just hanging out and chatting about whatever. It's fun.
All right, bud. Well, let's catch up soon. Send me that picture if you get a second, and I'll get this podcast together.
Sounds good, Tony. Thanks again.
See you, bud.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Here you guys have it.
Daddy.
Oh yeah, those flowers are beautiful. There you guys have it. I have my friend Ron. What an awesome guy. Shout out to Cameron. I just got a text from him. What a cool guy. Lawn Care Life in Missouri. Check him out on YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna get this uploaded and I'll listen to it tomorrow, and hopefully we brought you guys something fun to listen to, if nothing else, you know. And yeah, I think it's awesome. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for rating the show. I have 5-star, I think, on Spotify, but I need a few more reviews on there. On Apple, I think I have 4.5, and I think I only have 2 reviews on there. So I can't see because I don't have an Apple device, but someone left me one. I'm sorry, I don't have 2. I think I have like 20 reviews or something on there, but someone must have left me one that was not 5-star because now it dropped it down to 4.5. When I tried the other day, I tried to send someone a link to my show, and I know they have an Apple phone, so I did that. You know, I type in Apple, Tony's Lawn Care Apple Podcast on Google, and I did like that, and then I could see that, yeah, that happened. So anyway, hope you guys are doing great. Share this with another lawn friend if it will help encourage them, and I hope to see you at the expo. And yeah, talk to you soon.